What's going on, everyone? It's Jeremy. Okay, I got two new attachments for you for my Lego farm. Both of them are kind of plows, and we're going to look at them. If you haven't seen the tractor videos, I've got videos on tons of stuff with farm-related stuff. There's a farm playlist. If you just go in and search for it, there's 200 plus videos, maybe 300 plus videos between shorts and regular videos, so whatever you're interested in, that go over a lot of the stuff I've made for my farm. So let's get into this one. I added a custom plow. You can see just using those teeth and two different kinds of teeth on there. I just added the other two just because I wanted to see what they look like. But we've got the 3-point lift arms involved here. We got a little bit of hydraulic stuff going on. That's what the rope is for, or meant to represent. And we can actually raise and lower this one, and it works. You can see it'll stay up. We can drop it down, and I can actually go way below grade, I guess, for the really deep plowing. And yeah, I wanted to make one specifically for this tractor because I really don't use this tractor much on my farm. But it's like I need to use it for something, and this is kind of a simple design. I'm sure you guys can figure this build out. It's really simple. And if you have your own custom tractor, you can just kind of modify it a little bit to maybe fit and figure out that 3-point hitch situation, the 3-point lift arms, to make it work for you. And these things do come out, because I know if I push down on it, they like to slide way back. So I mean, now, you know, that could work too, but I like to try to keep them turned a little bit down, enough to where they're not on the ground when I'm driving through the farm or on a road. But yeah, that's our first little project. That one took me not too long because it was kind of going in concurrently with this other build that I've got. And what it is, I'm going to move the camera back a little bit so you can see it. I'll put this one back here just so you don't forget about it. I made a larger ripper plow that's foldable. And I put it behind my big custom 8 series tractor that doesn't want to really roll that great on this table, but it does roll. And we're not really looking at the tractor. I did a video on that. You can check that out if you want. I might be redoing a little bits and pieces of this in the future. But you can see we've got it hitched up using the ball and coupler joints. I use the rope again. It's like the best thing to use to represent hydraulic lines. And yeah, this honestly, this took me roughly 3 hours to make. Partly because I started working on this one and trying to build them both at the same time, but it just became a little bit of a challenge to where I started doing things, didn't like it, took it apart. I ended up building the whole frame upside down to get it kind of the way I wanted it. But you can see from the top view, here's what it looks like. So we're just using those, I think those are, I don't know what the angle is on those arms. But yeah, same kind of teeth. And then the Technic wheels on the back just for the rollers to try to level out the ground a little bit after it's been plowed. You can see we got a lot of bars and stuff going on here. So the reason why is I wanted to be able to fold it down. And then this back also folds up and down. And then we've got our arms, be sure everything's in. And then, yeah. Now, as big as this is, I mean, it looks puny, kind of, when it's behind this huge tractor. Now, if I put it behind that one, it would look way kind of too oversized, because I really don't think that tractor could pull something like this in reality. But we're in Lego land, so reality's out the window anyway, so what does it matter? So here's what it looks like head on. If you guys have any questions, hey, feel free to hit me up. Take still shots. If you guys want to make this better, expand on it, hey, that's great. Let me see the video, because I might take your idea. So yeah, this is my own totally custom design. I didn't look at anything. I sometimes I'll go to reBrickable.com to just get some inspiration and then expand way, way beyond what somebody did. But this one, I kind of had an idea in mind and just wanted to go with it. So there's our bottom. That's what the bottom looks like. So you can see the pieces I used for those wheels. Yeah, that was one reason why I did that. And I just had some black pieces, and those are just really there to support and lock in those hydraulic lines, and that's why I use the slopes. Just I didn't want to do a flat surface, a straight tile, so that's why those are there. Nothing doesn't really represent anything. So to fold it up, to be able to drive on the road to where it'll fit on a Lego street base plate or a Lego street plate, we just lift them up like that. Try to get that back end a little bit higher, and there you go. Move this down. And that's what it looks like. Let me know what you think. If you guys have any ideas on stuff to add. I had thought about adding additional, making this even longer or taller, which would involve using more of these Lego bars. Connecting the bars, it's not much of a challenge. I would probably just use some kind of Technic connector that would work. And I'm not honestly opposed to that in the future. I just wanted to see what this looked like. I might do it. If I do, I need to get more of these little arms that are holding the teeth on there. I think I've used most all of them between this set and that one. I mean, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 on this one. Another 11 on this one over here. So yeah. I think that was my entire order of them. So I don't have any more. So now I need to go, oh wait, 4, 8, 12. Wait, I got a bunch more on this one. What is there? 8 on each side. Man, don't do math when you're on the camera, geez. So there's 12, 12, and 8. Wow, there's a lot more than that, plus the 11 there. So yeah, that's why I didn't go expanding it a little more, but I might. I think I'd also need to get some more of those pieces because I'd have to add more of this piece here, build behind additional ones. Then we'd be talking about a huge, I mean, man, that'd be wider than a base plate. But yeah, maybe in the future. So the reason I made this, now I made this thing back in 2020, so 3.5 years ago. At the time, it was good. I don't think it's aged well. So that was my disc that will raise and lower. And I used the ratcheting things on there, and then the back folds down. The piping, I love the piping, so that might get scavenged if I do decide to take this thing apart and update it to something maybe more like this design and just use those pieces. So that's a possibility, maybe in a future thing if I get bored or antsy or don't want to buy any more parts and just want to use what I got. So this might be something that gets readdressed in the future. But yeah, that was all I had for any kind of plowing, grading, disking up my fields for my Lego farm in Legoland Fantasy. But anyway, that's what I got. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next one.